Hi all, welcome to another episode of BERKPerformance. And don't smile, Oleg. Yes, my voice is gone. I'm literally screaming right now to be able to make this video for you guys. Yeah, it's a little bit hectic, but still I will try my best. So in this video, I will show you maybe one of the fastest BMW M340i Stage 2 setups, not the Ford, the BMW. It's a nice blue color. In the Netherlands. So we made a multi-map setup for this car. 95 run, 98 run, 102 run and a flat torque curve. And it is pretty damn fast, as you can see in the Dragy runs. And what I find mostly astonishing is, you know, the community of the B58 is very big. There are a lot of people with a M340i B58, and I see a lot of graphs online that people are putting out more than 500 horsepower, 520 horsepower with 98 RON fuel on this car with the Stage 2 hardware setup. That is complete nonsense. That's complete nonsense. You cannot achieve that. How do I know it? Because I just calibrated the hell out of this car on 98, on 102. And the nice part is, those cars who are claiming to have 530 horsepower on 98 RON fuel, they are slower, way slower in the 100 to 200 in comparison to this car. So yeah, let's see how it drives, and then I will take you to the dyno to show you the results as well. And in the meantime, you can also see the Dragy numbers.
60, 100. Quarter mile. 100. 200. 100. 200.
Dyno numbers, M340i. What was this car doing? The car was not fully stock. The car had what I was saying, the 200 cells downpipe and an OPF delete already in place. So we measured the car around, let's say 550 Newton meters of torque and 400 horsepower at the top range, with a little dip at the end, and it goes back up to 400 again. So this is perfectly normal for an M340i, measuring stock with hardware upgrades around 550 Newton meters and 400 horsepower. So the dyno numbers when tuned on 98 RON and 102 RON. We also made some bonus maps. The 95 RON is just an extra safety map. We don't develop too much on that because no one drives on 95 RON unless it's really critical, here in the Netherlands at least. And a flat torque map we made as well with linear torque, high power, so it's also fun to drive with. 98 RON, it was producing 720 Newton meters of torque, 730 Newton meters of torque, and peak power 485 horsepower. With these numbers, this car was doing 8 seconds, 100 to 200 on 98 RON fuel, which is very fast. As for the 102 RON, it was producing 745 Newton meters of torque and 520-ish horsepower. With those numbers, this car was doing 7.6 seconds, 100 to 200. As I was explaining, Autotop.nl is also going to get this car to measure it in their own video. These are insane numbers. And what I want to point out, because people are asking why are you shifting at around 6,500 RPM, that's how the power band of this car goes. Above 6,500 RPM, don't look at the numbers 5,400 because it's not true. I already explained a lot of times in this section of the dyno screen, the RPMs are not completely true. In the development section, they are. So around here, it's 6,500 RPM or 6,200 RPM. That's where peak power is. And it doesn't make sense to rev it all the way until 7,000 anymore, because it will not generate any more power and the Dragy numbers will be slower in the end as well. That's why we shift right in a power band and we'll get the best results for the Dragy as well. So, my voice is it's like a 18 plus video that we're making right now, and where some people are like talking like this. Maybe I sound a little bit creepy, but yeah, this is the last time that I will mention it, I promise. So the M340i, I really love this car. I absolutely adore the powertrain of this car. So, by the way, this house that you see here, the Mont, they have a BMW 328i for not for sale. It's a 328i with 50,000 kilometers. Black one, beige interior from one old man. And I'm sending him cards every month. So I don't know if you're watching my videos. I am going to buy your car, 100% sure. You promised me, and your wife as well, so I love to buy that car. Not to sell it, but to own it. I love that car. The drivetrain of this car. So the B58 with the twin scroll turbocharger, so single turbo, is very, very torquey, this car. So the turbocharger spools up, you have a lot of torque, and at around 6,500 RPM, 6,000 RPM, peak power is already reached. That's above that, the turbo is not efficient anymore, so you will get outside of the turbo efficiency range for these vehicles. That's where an upgraded turbocharger would play its part. But with an upgraded turbocharger, you will have a little bit more input lag, of course, so more lag low down, and the high-end power will be better. But still, it's not only about turbochargers. It is mostly about fueling. Also, with the upgrade turbo, you will be limited if you're only going to use 98 round fuel. But yeah, that's here, fuel. When I say fuel, the fuel is empty. Perfect timing. But yeah, I mean, the response of this engine, my neighbors, where I tune the cars, so in my shop, the neighbors, each time when I have an M340i of this generation, or even an F20 B58 in the shop, and I roll it on the dyno, they all come to see in the shop what car is making that beautiful, I don't know, jet engine noise that it's making. So in a beautiful sound perspective, the B58 sounds way more deep and nicer 6-cylinder tone than a S58, M3, M2, whatever. It's a whole different character, of course. But the sounds, listen. We already lost one camera, so I hope that we will not lose another one. But the tone of the sound is really incredible. This car has been fitted with a 200 cells downpipe in combination with a OPF delete mid-pipe. The 200 cells, also point of attention. A lot of people think that if you put a 200 cells downpipe on a car, that it will be more MOT or APK or tooth proof in comparison with a catalyst downpipe. That's not the case. So if you go to an MOT shop and they put like the swivel into the back of the exhaust, even though if you have a 200 cell or a catalyst version, the end result will be the same and it will not pass the APK. But in the Netherlands, they do it differently. In the Netherlands, they check your car on fault codes, but also on the readiness of the car. So the readiness cycle of the catalytic converter. If the readiness cycle is ready, so it's good, then it doesn't matter if you have a catalyst downpipe or a 200 cells downpipe. But if it's not ready, then they will put the stick into the exhaust and you have problems. Well, problems, just put the original exhaust back for the MOT again and then switch it back afterwards. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I get a lot of questions, but it's so easy to just change these things. But if the APK is your worry, then just don't take a 200 cells downpipe, because it will still be restricted for the power output. Even this car is still restricted by the 200 cells. Yes, it will be restrictive. Like a lot of 200 cells downpipe, they don't make even better flow than the original catalytic converter. Only when you go catless, then it's perfect. Then it's unrestricted and you can go for the maximum power out of these vehicles. So in that sense, the car is still restricted by the downpipe. But yeah, we will call it a stage 2. But the most important part is that it absolutely sounds good, drives good, and the numbers, well, I will tell you the numbers. 95 RON and the flat torque, I don't know anymore. On 98 RON, it was producing 480 something horsepower and 710 Newton meters of torque. And on 102 fuel, it's producing 525 horsepower and 730 something Newton meters. You will see it in the dyno graph. I will explain it there as well. These are real numbers. A lot of people will say, yeah, my M340 stage 2 on 98 is doing 530 horsepower. It will not do that. It will not do 500 plus horsepower on 98 fuel. That's a fact. That's not even a question. That's a fact. On that fuel, it will not produce that power. This car runs 7.6 seconds, 100 to 200 on 102, and 8 seconds on 98 RON. I'm not pushing the car, like I'm not trying to achieve record numbers while doing these runs, because I simply don't have time. This car comes in, I tune it, I do a couple of runs, and that's it. Maybe some people will be a little bit faster. A lot of people will be a lot slower with claimed higher numbers. Mind about that. But it is an absolutely perfect performing car. 3.3 seconds, 0 to 100 or something like that. I think if I manage the launch better, it will do better. But unfortunately, I don't know how to drive, so you can do it better. Other than that, it's just a very capable car, and we know how to tune these cars. Point of attention, peak power is around 6,500 RPM. As I was explaining, the turbo efficiency range above that RPM goes down, so the turbo is not efficient anymore, and it will lose power. So when you're doing the 100 to 200, you can also see it in my Dragy videos, I will shift approximately around 6,500 RPM. That's how you achieve the fastest 100 to 200 numbers. This car will also go to Autotop NL, because this is also their customer. They fitted the downpipe and the OPF delete pipe for this vehicle. We only did the software for this car, and they will also test it on their channel, so you can see the acceleration there as well. So it will not only be me, but I'm pretty sure that they will achieve approximately the same numbers with the Dragy results, but yeah, we'll see. We also implemented the BMW M3 CS logic burbles. When I'm implementing burbles and pops and bangs or whatever, I don't do the regular stuff. What I do is implementing BMW logic burbles, pops, overrun thingies, how you would call it, and that's how I want to do it. I want to do it with the original BMW logic. So in some cars, that means that I will say no, I cannot do it, because I will simply not do it. I don't like pops and bangs and burbles and stuff like that. But when the BMW logic comes in place, I will do it, and I will do it in the proper way. And for this car, yeah, sometimes it burbles a little bit, gives a little bit of a bang. It's very inconsistent, and that makes it fun. So I do like it. Other than that, great platform, great tuning, great voice. And after this video, I need to shoot 2 more videos. So you will maybe hear me or hear me not anymore, I don't know. But yeah, look at this. 6.5, bam. 6, bam. This car is an absolute weapon. And also, like, the comfort and the drivability of this car is so cool. It's cool, eh? The burbles. Look, wait. If I touch, so I let the throttle go, nothing. If I touch it, you hear?
Yeah.
Bam, bam. Cool car, cool owner. Thank you very much, owner, because yeah, you have been very happy with the results, and that's also something, you know. When we tune these cars and the owner is happy, it automatically means that I will be more happy as well. So thank you for making my day better. I hope that you will enjoy your car. So thank you all very much for watching again. I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, apologies for my voice, but I'm really trying and doing my best to make these kind of videos for you guys. Let me know what you think about this car. I think this is the Portimao Blau color that you have on this BMW, and I absolutely adore it. Let me know what you think about this color, what you think about my tuning capability for the M340i, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!